Hello and welcome back to Bally Spring. Right, as you can see, we have the 3670 all ready to go, all kitted out for grasswork, because this map is loads of grasswork. I do have intentions of switching some of these fields to arable. So this is not our field, but when we do eventually buy this massive field from Sam, I'm tempted to put a crop in. Actually, it's massive. That would be quite the crop indeed. Could be a good cash crop as well. We'll have to see. Right now we have 65 as wheat. We have 64 with the intention of turning it into an arable crop. Whether it's soybeans, I might actually put corn in for maize. Might be a better option, and then we can stick to, as I was saying in the last episode, we can keep 63 as grass, because it's nice, it's a bit out of the way. This is a very tight space to sort of get in with a combine, although it can be done, but I think it is best as grass. And not only that, but with the rest of the fields might be turned to arable, it'd be good to have one field that's specifically for grass. 66 and 67 are the two fields that we are going to get into today for hay. Now, there is a gate over here. Just run along here. This is the gate to this field, and we can access it quite well. It would be fine to go through there, but I have another way. I've realized, or rather remembered, that these can be removed. Now, there's already a bit of a gap there in the wall, so if we just do that, look at that. That is amazing. So this would be another candidate for an arable bit of land, because, you know, this going in here with the combine is going to be a lot easier than going through some of the gates that we have. And it's the perfect size where we can do the we don't have to worry about wrecking the crop, because we can set up the header in this small yard. Very, very likely that this this field will become a no, that's not on. Make sure you're far enough over at least, but yes, it will become an arable crop in the future. Right, well, I guess we might as well just crack on here. I'm going to go this way first. Let's get nice and lined up. Again, if it is turned into arable, then we don't have to worry about a perfect cut or anything, but we are going to get hay off of it. Actually, let's have a look. Nitrogen is perfect and the pH is good, which means we'll get a very nice cut off of this field. Right, before we do that, I do need to confirm that we have, with conditioning, meaning that there is only 2 stages of tedding required, so rather 1 instead of 2. So if we have without conditioning, it will give us fresh grass, which we have to ted twice if I'm not mistaken. But I would like to just have to ted the one time. Now, is that the right colour? Oh right, no, you have to do both of them with, yes. Oof, that was a close call. Well, we'll be able to bale it up first and get it into a bit of a hay bale with the grass as well, so it should be fine, But as you can see, we are cutting conditioned grass now, which is what we want for making hay. Right, this is a bit of an awkward... Oh, hello, chickens and duck. Hang on a minute, is my duck white now? I swore it was a black duck before. Maybe I'm confusing the chicken with the duck. Oh, I don't know. Right, let's go along. Oh, I do quite like this this field as well. I think it would make a very nice arable field. Right, I should have went the other way. I'll clean that up. I'll spin round and go the other way when we get to the end here. But the thing I do like about it is that it's a small grass field, which I do enjoy. But maybe this would be good for a canola, rapeseed, soybeans, perhaps something like sorghum as well would be an option, perhaps. Something that doesn't require straw, because it is a bit funny shape. Potentially beets as well. Oh, speaking of, I was thinking about doing beets in that very small field. Can't remember exactly which number it is. 68 there at the bottom, our southmost field. But I reckon maybe that's not the best course of action. The reason is because I would like to use the 4D modding beet harvester, and it requires Well, it requires a bit more space, and I wouldn't want to waste some of the space in that field for turning around. I'd like it to be all one crop, so it may just remain as a small hay field. Potentially another higher yielding crop as well, we could look into that, but for now I reckon having it as a grass field is probably the best option for us. Now, should probably get this done rather quickly. We will also, as I said, we will head into... Right, I'll just get this bit as well. We'll head into field 67, whichever field this is not, whether it's 66 or 67. And I've gone and missed that bit again. How have I done that? Oh, that's too funny. Right, there we go. All sorted. I think it's because I'm just rambling away. Right, enough rambling. I will get this done, and then we'll head into fields, the other grass field that has not been cut, and we'll get it turned to hay as well. There we have it. So, if I'm not mistaken, we've got it all done. Right, left a bit of an edge there along the end, because I didn't, even on this side, especially where it goes down a bit there, I didn't really want to go too far. Oh, hello, hang on a minute. I thought I saw something a little shiny. What is it? Is it a sheep? Hello. You're bloody right, we're going to collect that £1,000, especially at this point. I mean, we're just under 50,000, which is still alright. Nothing to scoff at that, but we do have lots of different kit we need to purchase. Now, I've realised there is a gate over here that for some reason I've struggled to shut. I thought it was a decorative, broken, rusty old gate, but it is functional. So maybe this would be the way that we get in and out of the field versus going through. Ah, yes, it just takes a moment to open. That's alright. Ah, brilliant. Look at that. Oh, I like that. Okay, so this field could potentially stay as grass, although I don't really like my grass fields to be very awkward in shape, I suppose you could say. But it's alright, we've got to see what we've got. We've got lots on here, so it's not, okay, it's a bit out the way. Hopefully no one's coming down the road. Right, I wasn't expecting to have to come all the way around this way, because it might be even more difficult to get through the gate here. That's not so bad either. Right, well, we'll figure it out. If we have a crop in the wheat field, obviously we can't go that way, because there's a crop in. So, right, I believe we might do some more grass work. I can't say for certain. I'm not 100% certain whether we're done or not, but I will put things away. What I'll do is I'll hook up to the 5S and connect to our Pottinger Tedder, and we'll get some hay made. Alright, so we can get straight into the field. This is a nice small little tedder. It would be nice if it was a bit bigger, but as you can see there, the grass did not even move. So I don't know how you would make hay with the... I have to look into the Maize Plus information, but to make hay with fresh grass, I don't know the process, but we are making it with conditioned grass, which is a little bit closer to base game, but there's still a bit more involved with it. But nevertheless, we are getting the hay tedded, well, the grass tedded. It is a very dark, cloudy day still. I'm a bit surprised that hasn't gotten any brighter out yet. But I mean, to be honest, the forecast does say cloudy, so cloudy with a chance of more clouds, which means no sun, obviously, and I'm alright with that. But it is just, yeah, going to be a bit more difficult for the hay to dry. What we might do then, because I would like to bale as well, and I can't really think of anything else we need to do other than get the hay bales ready, at least for October, and feed the cows. I did have a look at the silage, by the way, and it's at 96%. So that might be what we can do before we bale up, row and then bale our grass. Well, hay at that point. I won't put this all into one long, lengthy time-lapse, because we did loads of time-lapse with grass work in the last couple episodes as well. And already this episode with the actual cutting of the grass, so probably do a bit more of the tedding and windrowing in jump cuts, maybe a bit of a time-lapse bit, we'll see how it goes down. But the baling I do enjoy the most, I would say, so we might get a bit longer of a time-lapse for that one, but we shall see. It's all up in the air at now. For now, though, we will crack on with the tedding. And to finish off the tedding, there we go, fantastic. So we can fold it up and turn it off, and happy days. Right, so as it is still a bit very gloomy and cloudy out, is Sparky in the field still? I've seen him around before, but now he's full on just taking the piss. Anyways, we'll head to the farm there, check on the I was going to say slurry. We know we've got slurry. Check on the silage, and then we'll be able to give some to the cows. Now, I don't think we'll make a full-on mixture just yet, because we don't have the other items yet, but we will grab the bucket and get some scooped in for the cows. Alright, just connect to our bucket. There we are. And we can now open the silo. Good thing it goes little by little. I like how it does that. It doesn't open all at once. Right. We'll scoop up all of that. Now, it does say grass silage, which I believe any kind of silage. Now, I'm going to confirm. I can't really see what the little icon says at the bottom, but we'll head to the menu here and we might be able to find out. Right, grass silage. Okay, perfect. Yes, we did look at... yeah. I did look at this before. Right. Okay, well, here we are. Let's get in there. Oh, finally. Finally, they have full capacity on their food. Blimey, everything else is so low. Roughage is fine, that's hay, that's easy. But yeah, what we'll do now... Oh, right, I forgot about that silage cutter. We might as well use it. Might as well give it a use at least. If not, we can sell it. Is it worth anything? Is it worth anything to sell? Because, I mean, the bucket is far more versatile. Oh, yeah, look at that. It says it's for manure, but we do have a manure fork as well. We don't really need this. I'll give it a go quick just to see, but it's literally less than the bucket. I have never used this though, so might as well give it a try. Do we open it up? How does this work now? Ah, there we go. So just scoop it up like that, and right, I managed to get an extra 7 litres off that. Is it the same concept, just open and drop in? Oh yeah. Well, as nice as it is to have it slightly different, it's very nice with the hydraulic and all, but it just seems a bit of a waste, to be honest. Especially since we do in fact have the bucket. So I reckon we'll put this down and we'll swap out... Oh my goodness, didn't mean to drop it into the ground like that. Right, well, at least we know that it's there and ready for us to bring it to the shop, and that'll be an extra £2,000 for us to, yeah, to be able to bring into the farm. So we do have, what was it, 176,000 litres of silage. That's brilliant. You know what we might be able to do as well is sell some. Just thinking of that now. Might be able to sell some. Let's see how they're doing though. Blimey, they need loads. Well, I'll do like 2 or 3 more bucket loads here, and then they should be fine. And then what we'll do next is move into those fields. I just want to get all the grass work completed, because October is the last time we'll be able to do any sort of grass work until the spring, really. Might be able to harvest, but I don't think we'll bother with that. It depends, maybe. If we end up selling 170-some thousand litres of slurry, then maybe we will. Right, I'll just give this one more bucket for now, and then we can sort out more of their food a bit later on. But like I said, do want to get into the fields and get the grass work done. Rowed and baled. Right, last one. There we are. Perfect, we'll connect to the windrower, and we'll see you in the fields. So we'll just get that unfolded. And I will do a headland on this. It just makes it a bit easier as well to make sure we've not missed any bits. And this should go fairly quickly, although it is, again, I've said this before, it's not my most favourite job. It is quite satisfying though, I have to admit, to get it all rowed up into a really nice tight swath that we can then pick up with the baler. But I definitely prefer the mowing and the baling to the tedding and the rowing. But in happy days news, look at how much brighter it is, which is very, very good. I mean, it's not that much brighter really. It might not look that much brighter in the video, but it definitely is a bit brighter now, which is fantastic. So I won't ramble on, I won't faff about, I won't even really do much of a time lapse, similar to like I did with the tedding. I will keep it very simple and very straightforward, because again, I'd like to sort of focus more rather on the bales. So we'll do that. We are done the rowing. Fantastic. So for you that was about maybe 30 seconds. I haven't decided yet, maybe 30-45 seconds or so, but it was about a 10-15 minute job, but it looks pretty good. I'm very pleased with my rows. Now I was thinking about it, and I reckon that I missed a little bit of grass there, no matter. I think this will make a very nice arable field. Now I know I keep digging into all the grass fields we have, but the thing is, we won't really need that much. With this we'll have loads of hay, and we'll still have grass fields, fret not. But they will probably be, actually, you know what, let's have a very quick look, because I would like to confirm everything. So I think 64, 65, 66 will be... So 65 is already grass, crop, arable. 64 will be turned into as well, and now 66. As I said, 63 for now can remain our main grass field, because it will be probably used mostly for hay and not silage. The reason I'd like these ones to be, I might put corn, so maize, into 66, so that when it comes time to foraging, that is the field that we'll use for maize silage. 64 might be a canola crop or something like that. I'm still tempted to put sugar beets in 68 and do a very simple sugar beet harvest, or potatoes actually. Either way we need... Oh, by the way, I did take out a bit of the hedge there near the fence because it was just unnecessarily in the way. But happy days, we have all our rows done, and I think now we're going to connect the baler with the... I think we'll give the 5S a bit of a rest. We'll connect to the class baler with the 3670, and we'll get baling. Alright, well, we do have a bit of straw in, but that should be fine. And we will pick up this grass that's here as well, this fresh grass. But now it'll be turned to hay. Brilliant. Right, so we have the one size of bale. I'm almost certain we do. Oh yeah, they are the biggest size possible. That's an 8,000 litre bale. That is fantastic. Right, well, we will get the baling done. And yes, I might miss a few bits. But it should be pretty good. I don't know. I'm not too certain how many we'll get. Possibly from here we'll get maybe 5 bales, maybe 4 bales, and then we'll get maybe another 8 or 10 in the other field. I have no idea. Could be even more. Actually, at this point, well, I guess we'll have to see. Does this have the bale count? Right, so that's 9. I think it was 7 from before. That's fine. We can always check the statistics page later on. But in the meantime, we will crack on with baling, and I do want to have a look at one thing very quickly before we do move on, because there's still time for us to drill if we really wanted to. Look at that, we can even put wheat, barley and oat as late as November. I was kind of hoping to do some canola as well, but if we have time by the end of this episode, the only problem is we'll have to move the bales, so we might miss our time for the canola, which is fine, absolutely fine. But if we can do, it would be good to get it drilled in to one of our newest crop fields versus grass fields, because I've realized I do love the grass work, I do love the mowing and the baling, as I've said a billion times now, but I really do feel like we need to focus a big chunk of our fields on arable as well, because we already have so much grass, hay especially, and well, straw comes from crops anyways, but we will be switching over to, ideally, to maize silage. I know that will require a bigger, more expensive piece of kit, but if we do it right and we get a few cash crops in, then we should be able to get a bit of money to afford something like that. We do have the lease to own, and that would be the perfect type of vehicle to lease to own. But we shall see when the time comes. For now, crack on with the baling. Alright, let's see if we can at least finish this final bale. Might have to do a bit of perusing for some more hay somewhere, but I think we've got most of it. Right, there's so many more bales in here than I originally thought there would be. Got 2 there, 3, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 at least. 13. I mean, it's 13. Right, let's have a look. Let's go to our stats page and see what's what. 17 bales. So I said about 10 and 8. I don't know, it's pretty close anyways. Right, well, that's 75. I don't think I'm too fussed about it. There are bits here and there, but we really don't need to worry about that. Or nor do we really have the time to faff around with that. Now, I have... It's still... I want to say it's possible still, but... Okay, well, I can see this bit here. It looks... It's fairly substantial. I don't know, maybe not. Not even a percentage. Right, never mind. I'd still like to put canola in that field, but I just don't think we'll have time. I still have to lime it and obviously clear all the bales out. So that will be our first task, will be clearing the bales, in the hopes to get it done fairly quickly. Luckily, I did discover that the bale spike that we have has an extendable bit that is quite useful, it would seem. So what we'll do is I'll put this away. I'll get the 3670 onto the trailer at least to have a bit of support while I load the bales. Oop, hello. And then we'll obviously hook up the bale spike to the 5S, and then we'll see you in the field. Alright, so before we get into the field, I'm just going to take these 3 hay bales here and just give them... that's so many though to give to the cows. Right, well we'll give them 1 and then see if we can knock 1 off. There we go. Oh, 2 it is, I suppose. Right. Well, I might as well give them all of them. They do need food, and we won't have Oh, is it full? Oh no, now it's full. Now it's hardly touched. Well, at least they have more food, so that's good. Right, we'll get that folded up, and we'll start loading some bales. Right, we might, well, we might as well go through this gate one time. I don't think I've gone through it at all. Might as well. If I can do, I'm going to try and get all the bales in this field in one shot. That's to say, loaded on one... Oh, there's 4 of them, so it should be fine. We'll have to see. With the wheel weights, it's been very good, I will admit. It's been very, very good. And actually here, you know what? Let's go in first person, just to try. It is good to have a mixture of the 2 perspectives, but I do quite enjoy the first person for loading. It's difficult, don't get me wrong, but if you can get used to it, now's a good opportunity. Right, I'll get this one here. Use the bale itself to find our way. Oh, it's a bit too far. Now, potentially we are at... Oh, jeez. Might be asking for trouble with this one, but it's worth a try. Oh, hello. We've gone... Oh, dear. No! Oh, blimey. Well, that is rubbish. Okay. I'll fix these up. I will get them collected properly, and probably only do the 3 of them. But then we'll put them... I'll put them into the... because this can't go in it anymore. No. It's only the height of 3 bales. Right. I'll get them loaded up, and then I've already got the 3670 in the other field with the trailer attached, ready to go. So I'll load these 4 into the shed, and then I'll see you in that field. Alright, well, we've got the first one on, and as you can see, I've also got the sensor, but not for the sensor, rather for the weight itself. I suppose we should probably get some sort of proper weight, but this will do for now. It's a bit cheeky, I know, but it does work, so that's all that matters. Also, we don't necessarily have to tuck the bales all away at this moment. As long as we get them onto the trailer, we should be good. I think I might stick to 3, even though 4 does work with the weight. I did put it on before I loaded the 4 of them from before, but 3 might be a nice sweet number, considering we might just have 4 stacks of 3. I think there's 12 in here. Anyways, we will get them loaded onto the trailer here very nice and neatly, hopefully, and probably put this into a bit of a time lapse as well. Just want to maximize my space on this trailer. There we go. Should be good. I will, just for my own sanity, strap them down as I go. Hello. No, I don't want to get in. There we are. Right, we'll get the rest loaded in a nice little time lapse. And there we have it. It's not the most beautiful stack in the world, but you know what? They're on there, and yeah, we're doing alright. So I will have another peruse just to ensure that there is no missed bales, but I think we did quite well. Oh, look at that. Glad I checked. Right, we've got one solitary bale here. We will add to the... What's happened there? We will add to the pile. There we go. Now we've got it. I think that's all. Yeah, it was a bit difficult there on the end here dealing with the bales, because we've got a bit of a divot here and then it goes down into the water, and that's not good for especially for hay bales. Right, well, we'll get this put on the back of the trailer. We will sort the bales out later on. It is only 4 PM, so I usually like to go, well, till about dark, but it's been bloody dark the whole day. So what I might do is I'm going to get into this field as quickly as I can do with some lime, because if I'm not mistaken, see, it says it's good, but I want it to be perfect, especially if I'm putting a crop in. The only problem is, yes, actually it's not a problem at all. I'm going to put, let's have a look, just before we get something set up, is that, right, where are we at here? We do have a bit of wheat in yet. Canola would be fantastic to get in. I think we should at least try and get some canola in, because then we can harvest it there. We'll do soybeans in the far field. We've got loads of silage for the first bit of mixture, but after that we can sell some and then do maize silage as well. So what I'll do is I'll drop this off, and I will... Right, I'll sort out the bale. I'll get everything back to the yard, and we can get the lime spreader in the field, probably with the 3670. It's just a bit heavier of a vehicle. We might need to go purchase some lime, so I might do that with the 5S though. But we'll see. We'll get that sorted, and we'll see you back in the field. Right, so we'll get that turned on and unfolded. We'll get the spreader also turned on and ready to go. So as you can see, we do have a very small amount of lime. Oh blimey, it's flying through it. I really was hoping we would get it to go a bit further than that, but just because it's very near to being perfectly pH. But no matter, basically my plan is now, and I have made a bit of a switch on from the canola, is that I'm going to let this grow one more time as grass, and what I'll do is when the time comes, I'm going to hire and not lease to own, but just lease a baler that can wrap silage bales. Now I know you think, well, you have the pit, what are you doing? You've got loads of silage. I have got loads of silage, but I cannot be bothered faffing about to empty it out to sell it. So that silage, and I know it would be the best option to keep some. I suppose the other option, now that I'm saying it out, okay, now we're out of lime. Right, well, we might as well just finish the job. Right, I'm going to go to the shop very quickly and get the last bit of lime, and then I'll crack on with it and continue what I was saying. But we'll just run to the shop very quickly. Here, I'll just even purchase some lime right now, just so we can get it out of the way. No faffing about. We'll go for 4 bags, just because we know we'll need it. And I think our lime spreader holds exactly 4 bags. That's perfect. So we'll get that purchased, we'll head down to the shop, and we'll pick it up, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we'll unfold, fire it up again, and once we get started I can keep rambling about my idea. So, as I was saying, the last thing I was saying was that I'd like to hire a baler that could wrap so that we can have silage to sell. Because this particular field, we don't really need rapeseed for anything. I mean, we could use it, excuse me, we could use it for the cow's food in some capacity, but I would rather focus on the sugar beets and the soybeans and the maize. Now, all of those things, save for the sugar beets, are going to be drilled in April. I believe it's April, not right away. March is sugar beets. I will confirm everything, but the other plan that I had was to get even more silage, but maybe hire a belt system instead, which we could use to cart the silage to wherever it needs to go to be sold. But truthfully, I do feel as though, because we would have to potentially hire a bigger trailer, and it just seems like a bit of extra work for simply wrapping bales that we can throw into a trailer and just have them sold. That's my plan for this particular field first, and then we can convert it into something else. The other problem with doing maize right away, because we do have so much silage, we really do, from the pit, just from the 2 fields that we did silage in, is that we don't necessarily need maize silage straight away, because we have hundreds of thousands, well, about 170,000 litres of silage, which is lots and lots and lots of silage. So yeah, I don't know, I reckon soybeans will be good in this particular field, but I would like to maybe I'll just keep this as a cash crop for now, and a cash silage crop for now, and then eventually we can look into turning this particular field into maize, which is what I want to do, and soybeans in that other field, and then we have the wheat field in front of us, which we can rotate all the different crops amongst the different fields. Should be fine. And then the small field that we mowed and got hay ready in this episode, the one just in front of us there, that can be our sugar beet field. We need sugar beets for both the cows and the chickens, so for their, I think, moisture and power food, one of the two, something like that. So that's kind of my unofficial plan for the fields as it stands, because I definitely want to focus on arable. We've got 1 arable field there, we'll have 2, 3, and then 4, and then 1 massive grass field, and then a small grass field. So I think that's pretty good, especially since maize is going to be our primary way of making silage in the future. Let me know what you think to that. I think it will be a good plan. Either way, I'm glad that I am, you know, improving the pH levels with the lime on this particular field, because it was so close to being perfect. Might as well just get it there, so that whatever we do harvest out of this particular field will be fantastic. So we're almost done as well. This is just a nice chill way to end the episode as well. We did well, essentially this was a hay making episode. You know, the episode where he makes all the hay. Yeah, that was this one. But now that we are done with, I'm pretty certain that we're done with all the grass work for some time. Now it's going to just be maintaining the fields and waiting for the harvest of the wheat. And then of course in March and April we'll be busy once again, either making silage in this field or drilling other crops. Also, we would need a planter if we want to do maize straight away. We do need a planter for sugar beets anyway, so we'll probably look into a planter of some kind at least. And there we have it. So the lime is done for this particular field. So we can in fact... oh, no, wrong button. Apologies. Well, I did turn it off, so that's fine. Have a look here. Perfect. Nitrogen. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. Well, the sun is starting to set. Right, well, we will leave it here for this episode. But as always, thank you so much for watching the video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. And until next one, please do take care. And bye for now.